Welcome to Lions Live 365. I am your host, Michael Ayers, and today we are breaking down Lions versus Bears. We're going to do a full, detailed breakdown. We're going to have grades on offense and defense, MVPs, all that good jazz. Just going to do a quick breakdown on everything that I saw, all the notes that I took about the game. Watched it a second time. It was a work of art for the most part on offense anyway. And so let's get started. Johnny Moe gets an A+. Johnny Moe, the way he game planned this was perfect. Offensive line miscommunications were cleared up. Everybody knew where they were supposed to go and what they were supposed to do. The offense executed at a very high rate, but the adjustments that Johnny Moe made, running play action a lot on early downs. I kept thinking they was going to eventually run the ball. He was just play action first down, play action on first down, play action on first down, play action on first down. You think you gonna get a run? Guess what I'm doing? Play action again. He said, put some respect on my name. It was it, and it's like, yo, we don't have to do all the trick plays, but we can still be creative. It was just a good day all around for Johnny Moe. So he getting an A+. So at this point, he got a C average because he got an F- last week. I wasn't feeling him last week, but this week he did his job, he did his thing, and we got to show respect on it. Just getting almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns just off play action is insane. So it was a great day for Johnny Moe. The offensive MVP. The offensive MVP is Jared Goff. He had a near perfect day. As far as the letter grade that I gave him an A. Gave him a 93, 94 around there. There is one thing that bothers me about Jared Goff, and I'm gonna talk about it in a second. But there's only so much I can say if you only got 5 incompletions, 334 yards, and 5 TDs. And it's like, okay, Mike, why you nitpicking? He done did this. That's my quarterback. Why are you nitpicking? And let's get to it, man. Like he was borderline perfect today. But there is one thing that really bothers me, and it has to be fixed before the end of the year because it's gonna bite us in the behinds, right? He has to work on his connection with his other receivers outside of Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Sam Laporta. So, like when it comes to Jameson Williams, it's just something about JMO. He can't gauge JMO's speed. He can't gauge it. So he overthrows him on a bomb that should have been a touchdown or at least 50, 60 yards. He he underthrows like a deep end that if he throws that ball on target and JMO can gain control before he goes out of bounds, he will go far. And then he throws it behind him on the one that he throws it behind him on the two that he caught. One he had to basically stop for. He was wide open. That's perfect. And then the other one was a deep end where he had to spin around the catch. So it's like, so 4 targets and none of them were on target. Like, to be honest, J-Mo caught 2 of them, but none of them were on target. And at the end of the day, against good teams, we're gonna need Jameson Williams a lot against good teams because good teams are gonna take away your best option. Amara St. Brown isn't gonna be open all day against good teams. That's just factual, right? And then we have Jameson Williams, who's a big threat, elite speed. If you can actually give him the ball on target, the deep end that he caught that he took like 50, 60 yards, if he doesn't have to spin around to catch it, if he catches that in stride, there's a good chance that's a touchdown. And the difference between a touchdown on a big play and being stopped at the 10 could be 3 points. A good team might stop us in the red zone on the 10 or 15 yard line. A good team might actually stop us on fourth down if we were to get in that situation. So it's for when it's time, when it's Super Bowl time, when it's playoff time, when it's, hey, these are high leverage situations against really good teams. When we're playing like the Eagles and the Chiefs, we need those passes to be on target. And I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but against great teams, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need borderline perfection in the things that Jared Goff can do. I'm not I'm not asking Jared Goff to run a naked bootleg, throw 50 yards across field, and do like Lamar and Josh Allen things. I need him to be perfect at the things that he does. Any pass inside of 30 yards, I expect to be accurate. Any any basic streak pass, I expect to be accurate. I need him to be on time, and I need him to be accurate. That is what he can do, and that's really all he can do. So it is very, very reasonable to expect him to do it near perfection, and that's what I'm going to do. I believe in this man, and I have high standards for Jared Goff. Now, if they start talking about throwing off platform and all that other stuff, I'm not. No, he don't got to do that. That's not him. We need to put him in the positions to be him and be great. I'll put that on the OC, the O line, whoever. But that's not his job. All right. I don't need him to be superhuman. I need him to be the best version of himself. Because his best version can get us to the Super Bowl. His best version can win the Super Bowl. But bad golf, when he comes in with the I'm just throwing, I'm pressing, I'm doing too much, that's the stuff that we can't win with. But this guy, the guy that showed up last Sunday, is perfect. I bang with Goff against the Bears. Goff, when he's clicking, he just has to find a way to get in that zone and stay in it. Because at the end of the day, he can get a lot more than a game MVP. He can get a real MVP. Now, let's see. What's next? Oh, this is something that's really starting to bother me. I need to see what's up with Brad and Dan and whoever needs to make this decision. First of all, we traded 3/3 for this man. He has shown nothing but excellence since he's been out here. Why is he not getting more snaps? Put him in the game. I'm not trying to hear nothing y'all talking about. I don't care about Young. I don't care if he's sick. I don't care. Get him in the game. There's really no reason for him not to be in the game. I love Khalif. That's my dog. Love him. Want him on the roster. Special teams, brother. You cannot have Khalif Raymond out here. We cannot have Khalif Raymond out here being the third receiver when we got Grant Stewart returning kicks. Bruh, if you don't get Khalif back there, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, man. That don't make no sense. This dude, you see what this dude is doing? This is weekly. He's Odell Beckham every week. Look, bro, get him the ball. He does everything else that y'all do. He blocks very well. He's a selfless player. He has hands. He's not too caught up in the moment. Dog needs to be on the field. I'm tired of seeing him just like for flashes. What is he, Weapon X? Are we saving him for a rainy day? Like, bro, if you don't get out of here. And he opens up things for Jameson. That's what really bothers me, because it's like, bro, get him in the game. All right? And then as far as the defense, I ain't put the grade up there, but as far as the defense is concerned, I gave them a B+. There's a lot of things that they still need to clean up that could be taken advantage of by better teams, but we got to do what we got to do. They got turnovers. They held them to 21 points. 339 yards is not a bad day at the office, and 4 sacks. So 2 turnovers, hold them 339, and hold them to 21 points allowed. That's a good day. If you hold the team to 21, you give your team some good field position, I can't get mad at you. Terrion struggled a little bit. Some things about the pass rush that I want to talk about. But outside of that, man, we not going to nitpick a good day, right? And a part of me always wants to, but because we can always be better. But this was a good day. Kelvin Shepard did his job. I still don't like some of his schemes, man. It'd be like, bro, I'm seeing Jack Campbell one-on-one with receivers way too often. Like, there was one, and I think it's a busted coverage. But if it wasn't a busted coverage, and Jack Campbell was supposed to carry Rome Odunze, like, what, in a foot race across the field? What is that? No, that can't be the plan. I must just say busted coverage. Ain't no way that's the plan. That's me. But defensive MVP, you see my dog. He, you know what I'm saying? Knock that ball out. Give me that ball. You know what I'm saying? So, forced fumble. He got cheated out of two forced fumbles because he forced Roma Dunze to fumble twice and yet somehow did not get the stats for it, which is very weird because they called it a catch, but they didn't give him the like. You don't have to recover the fumble for it to be considered a forced fumble. So what is that? He got a sack, 6 tackles. He got everything but an interception at this point. So this is all he did. So like he did everything that we needed him to do. Um, and I think like his potential is so high, but if he can just dumb down the silly plays, the the personal fouls, the hitting people in the head, finding ways to get suspended, snatching helmets, like I like his aggression, but if he can just dial that back in, like he can really be the best safety in the league. I already think he's top 5, but he could be the best safety in the league if he could just dial that in and continue to make plays, man. And he deserves the defensive MVP for sure. And then when it comes to what's next, this is something that's bothering me a little bit. It's in the back of my head. I ain't gonna say it's something that's super crazy, but it's one of those things like you notice when you look at it on tape. Hutch is back ish. He has his first step. It's a little slower than it used to be, right? His initial get off isn't as good as it used to be. Now there are a couple of things I'm not sure of. One, I think sometimes he's expecting a double team. He's expecting a chip. So sometimes he's looking for the chip instead of just making his moves. That's one. And then two, the offenses are getting in his head. They are making sure that if he is not engaged with another blocker, they will chop block him with running backs. They will jump at. They are going at his knees. And somebody got called for it at one point, but they did that a couple of times. It was a couple of plays he had to jump over people. Like people are going at his knees. They noticed that there is something there mentally. So I'm happy that he got his first sack, and he's beating people, but he's not beating them clean. If he can find a way to beat people just a little bit cleaner, he had Caleb like 3 times. We could be talking about his 3-sack game. But he's not when he gets to the quarterback, he's not under control and he's not in a position to tackle elusive players. So right now, like say he were to beat a tackle in Baltimore, if you don't have the right if you don't have the right rush angle, if you're not under control and ready to power through I'm not gonna say power through the quarterback because they'll call that a personal foul super fast. But I'm just saying if you're not under control enough to withstand the wiggle that's definitely going to come, you're just going to miss him. And he did a lot of that in the Bears game. I think, it's just going to take some time. I don't think this is a permanent thing, but I think he's about at 75% of what he was. And I think that percentage is going to go up as he gets more confident. In the knee, and two, I mean, not in the knee, in the leg, and two, and stamina, all of that. He's just gotta get back into football, man. And once he gets that, I think he's gonna be the elite Hutch that we know. Cause right now, what he's showing isn't worth $50 million. What he's showing isn't worth 45. Like you can't sit here, look me in the eye, and say he's doing what Michael Parsons is doing. And the double team or not, I'm seeing Michael Parsons knock over the running back, knock over the tackle, and still get to the quarterback. So we need him to get to his prime form, and we don't need it now. We need it later. We need it when it's time to play the Eagles. We need it when it's time for the playoffs. We need it when it's those crucial games that decide seeding or if we're gonna make it if we struggle at some point in the season. And that is what I'm saying for Aiden Hutchinson. Like he has to get back in his own groove. And it's a somewhat of a concern for me, but I think he can really do it. And I think the last thing that I got is my man AQM. Get him some snaps. What are we waiting on? Like it's like PFF drop. It'd be like, yeah, who top 3? We gonna see AQM up there. I know that. It's a noticeable difference. He's so noticeable when he gets in the game that it gets to the point where it's just like, oh, I see the pocket move. Oh yeah, AQM, he in. Like, he should be in for every second and long and every third and long. We need to get him more snaps. Not just, 10 snaps. Stop giving him the James Houston treatment. Get him every day. Every time they ask, they keep giving these glowing reviews for Isaac Tesla and AQM, and they keep not playing them. Stop doing that. I'm tired of hearing that. Oh yeah, and he can really rush. He can really set the edge too. If he good against the run, and he's probably the second best pass rusher on the team right now. Why he ain't starting? You talking about something? Oh, he really good against the run. If he really good against the run, then start him. He better than Davenport. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not. Nah, man. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. We definitely not doing that. I want athleticism on those on. I need athleticism on the field on third down. AQM provides that, and he needs to be on the field, bro. And whether it's game day, draft day, any day in between, it's Lions Live 365. Please like and subscribe.